Connecticut embraces smart contracts. North Korea stole nearly $700 million worth of Bitcoin. And will the French government try to ban a series of cryptocurrencies? Let's start the show. Welcome back to Crypto Global News. Please make sure you hit the subscribe and also notifications buttons so you don't miss an episode. I'm Edward, and we're going to be bringing you the news from the world of cryptocurrency now 3 times a week on Sundays, Tuesdays, and also Thursdays. If you're in Los Angeles, each episode will be live at 2 p.m. your time. If you're in New York, it'll be a 5 p.m. start time for you. And if you're across the pond in London, it'll be a 10 p.m. launch time for the episode. Enjoy today's show. The German Ministry of Finance has recommended that the country recognize blockchain-based securities as a legitimate form of financial instrument and regulate them as such. In a paper published in the last 2 weeks, the agency said that securities can be issued in an electronic form and shouldn't have to be documented on paper. German law should generally be opened up for electronic securities, i.e., the currently mandatory documentary embodiment of securities, which is paper form, should no longer apply without restriction. This is what the paper went on to say. Legislation should create a framework of regulating these digital instruments with the flexibility to adjust the rules to quickly changing reality of blockchain technology, the ministry went on to add. In view of the fact that the technical standards and requirements can change rapidly, authorization should be provided to regulate the specific technical details by legal regulation. Let's see if this thought process brings greater adoption to the German people of cryptocurrency. The NEM Foundation is mapping out its survival plans after obtaining a funding injection of about $8 million in the last month, while also laying off most of its workforce. The request to release 210 million XEM, which is the native token of the NEM blockchain, from reserves was approved by key members of the community on the 20th of February this year. The NEM Foundation leadership laid out how the first installment of 25 million XEM, which is about $1 million at the current price, will soon be spent. The move comes after major cutbacks at the foundation, which at its peak in 2018 employed 150 people and had a physical presence across 20 countries. It was confirmed last week that the foundation had laid off about 100 people, a mix of consultants and full-time staffers over the past month. Let's see if this latest move helps maintain their platform. The great state of Connecticut could soon legalize the use of blockchain smart contracts in business. The Commerce Committee of the Connecticut General Assembly filed House Bill 7310 last Friday, proposing that blockchain smart contracts could be authorized for commerce in their state. Now, according to the bill, no contract relating to a transaction shall be denied legal effect, validity, or enforceability solely because such contract is executed through a smart contract. The bill would, in effect, give equal rights to firms that use smart contracts on a blockchain or distributed ledger with those that use more traditional methods to secure information in a connection with a transaction. Elsewhere in the U.S., Ohio passed a similar bill last August, while a Florida effort to treat blockchain ledgers and smart contracts as legally binding methods of data storage failed to pass in last October. Now, because the United States of America acts in some respects like 50 individual countries, we may see the wider adoption happen one state at a time. North Korea has reportedly amassed $670 million in fiat and cryptocurrencies by conducting hacking attacks, according to a UN Security Council report. The report, prepared by a panel of experts, was presented to the Security Council's North Korea Sanctions Committee ahead of its annual report. The hackers attacked several overseas financial institutions from 2015 to 2018 and purportedly used their blockchain to cover their tracks. The report states that the attack was allegedly conducted by a specialized group of people within the North Korean military, forming a part of the country's government policy. What will the reaction be from the greater international community about this theft? Members of the French National Assembly are discussing the prohibition of some private currencies, mentioning the names Monero, Zcash, Pivx, and Deep Onion, with a larger general report about crypto assets to the country's lower house of parliament. At almost 150 pages, the document, nondescriptively named as a report on virtual monies, includes many general explanations of what blockchain is, the origin story of Bitcoin, and even the subject of the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto. As with seemingly every government document that treats of crypto, this one discusses the ramifications of cryptocurrency used for the purposes of money laundering, terrorist financing, and other illicit activities. countries, including in the context of the new EU-wide financial legislation, which is so-called 5MLD, which directly legislates crypto assets in the monetary union. The 5MLD is already cracking down on unregistered exchanges operating within the European Union, meaning users will be forced to hand over identity details to centralized exchanges who will be forced to ask for them. So is France seeking to ban more private cryptocurrencies, and what effect will this have on France, the European Union, and cryptocurrency more generally? Many thanks for tuning to today's episode. If you have any thoughts on this particular video or cryptocurrency more generally, just drop us a line in the comments below. For Crypto Global News, I'm Edward. Until next time, you take it easy.